Rich and heavy meats, especially when eaten in large amounts, burden the digestive system and can cause lethargy and mental fog. Proverbs 23:20-21 cautions against overindulgence, noting that excess leads to poverty and drowsiness. Ellen White echoed this by urging moderation and simplicity, saying, "Meat should be eaten sparingly. Pastries and foods high in sugar can overstimulate the mind temporarily, but eventually lead to crashes that weaken mental clarity and spiritual sensitivity." The Bible advises in Proverbs 25:27 that too much honey can be harmful, reminding us of the dangers of excess sweetness. Caffeine and alcohol, which many consume daily, are specifically mentioned by Ellen White as substances that can inflame the nerves and dull the moral sense. In her writings, she warns that such stimulants can open the mind to temptations and negative thoughts, making it easier for the enemy to influence our actions. In Revelation 3:15-16, Christ warns the lukewarm church for being neither hot nor cold, spiritually dull and indifferent. A mind weakened by poor diet can easily fall into this state of spiritual lukewarmness. Ellen White's visions show that maintaining a pure diet is a key part of staying alert and spiritually awake during these last days. Choosing foods that build the mind and nourish the spirit helps us remain strong and clear-headed, able to hear the voice of the Holy Spirit. As 1 Peter 5:8 urges, we must be sober and vigilant, because the enemy prowls like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. Let us heed the prophetic counsel and be mindful of what we eat, guarding our minds and hearts against anything that weakens our spiritual defenses. May our diet be a foundation for mental clarity and spiritual strength, preparing us for the trials ahead. Thank you for joining this message. Please like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with more truth-filled insights. God bless. In today's message, we explore 3 foods that Ellen G. White revealed in her visions as harmful to the mind and spirit, making room for the enemy to work against us. These warnings are crucial as we prepare for the challenges of the end times. The Bible teaches us that what we consume affects not just our physical body, but our spiritual health as well. In 1 Corinthians 6:19-20, Paul reminds us that our bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit, and we should honor God with them. When we fill our bodies with harmful substances, we weaken this temple and open doors for negative influences. Ellen G. White, inspired by the Holy Spirit, emphasized the importance of a pure diet in maintaining a clear and receptive mind. In her book, Counsels on Diet and Foods, she warns against foods that dull the senses and cloud the mind. Among these, she highlights meat in excess, rich pastries, and caffeinated or alcoholic beverages. These foods can lead to mental confusion and spiritual blindness, making us vulnerable to the enemy's attacks.